Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Dominique and it is so nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be doing my go-to fall look. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, please keep watching and be sure to help your girl out and subscribe below. Starting the video off is always the scariest because I literally look like an egghead. But that being said, I'm starting my skin off by priming it with moisturizer and then going in with my jojoba oil. Then, using my Morphe blending brush, I'm going to be applying my foundation, which is the Revlon ColorStay foundation. Claims to stay on 24 hours, and while that might not necessarily be true, I will tell you that this keeps me matte longer than any other drugstore foundation, so it's definitely worth the purchase. This is my go-to everyday foundation, and it is buildable for that full coverage. For this fall eye look, I'm going to be using my Tarte Tartelette Toasted palette along with the Kylie Cosmetics palette. Poor girl doesn't even know. So sad. For the first step of this eye look, I'm going to need a transitional color, and for that I will be using a fluffy brush for that crease, not too dense of bristles because I really want it to be more spread out and easy to blend. I'm going to go in using a light and neutral brown shade for that crease to create a nice transitional color and bringing it down slightly onto my eyelid, making sure I'm using somewhat of a light hand and just trying to fluff it out and just create an overall just nice base for the rest of those more harsh and dramatic colors. Now for the next step, I'm bringing out this bad boy and I'm going to be using a bright orangey color to add onto that neutral eye. So pretty, so fall. It literally doesn't get better than this. This is like my favorite color. But you do have to be careful when applying it because it could look so OD and look so gross. So you really just have to master just blending it in nice and then of course not dipping it too much in initially. At this point, for the life of me, I could not decide which gold shimmer shade I wanted to use from either palette. So this shade right here is from the Kylie Cosmetics Bronze palette, the gold shimmer shade that's in there. And then this next one, which is a little more orangey, goes much better with my shirt, hint hint, guess which one I choose, is from the Tartelette palette. The face of contemplation. A tougher decision has never been made. Ding, 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 Tarte is the winner. I decided to go in with the gold shimmer from the Tartelette Toasted palette. Please excuse that ratchet palette, how dirty that is. I swear I am not a pig. I just, I'm a little messy with my makeup. Don't judge me, okay? Girl's gotta live her life. Going in with this flat brush onto the eyelid. Look at that gold. Yum. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I love it. I am just sweeping this across the eye and applying more than one coat of it just to really bring out that shimmer. The bright lights tend to wash out just how shimmery this is, but it really is so pretty and so pigmented. I decided to go in with another lighter shimmer shade, so I'm going in with this other flat brush, a little smaller, because I'm going to be condensing this bright champagne-y color just to the central part of my eyelid. This is going to just make it look much more wide and my eyes much more rounder. Look at that. You could just already see the difference. Adding that bright color to it creates so much more dimension for the eye. Now to create more dimension and more of a cut and more defined crease, I should say, I'm going in with another fluffy brush, slightly tapered into that crease with a much darker and deeper brown shade. Something that I feel personally with my deep brown eyes really brings out and exaggerates the colors of my eyes. So if you're a brown-eyed girl, this gold bronzy look is always a plus. Being that the purpose of applying this deeper shade in the crease is to define the crease, it's really important that you don't drop it too low. So really keep that brush at a 90-degree angle and just aim for that crease. Dun, dun, dun. Now for my least favorite part, I will always say this, I hate applying eyeliner because I'm so bad at it. But I feel like I'm getting better and better each time, so slap myself on the back. Now that I'm done with my eyeshadow, it's time to highlight that brow bone, make it really pop. I'm going to be using the Becca highlighter, my little mini thing, it's so adorable, in the shade Opal. Now it's time to cover those dark circles. I'm going to be using my FitMe concealer from Maybelline. This concealer is so awesome. It's definitely more medium coverage, not so much full coverage, but it really is great. It just applies so creamy and definitely sets really well and stays matte, and at a very affordable price. Now it is time to set that concealer using a loose setting powder, and for that I'm going to be using the Revolution loose setting powder in the shade Lace. It has a nice little yellow undertone because sometimes I find when I use the white translucent one, it leaves like a white shadow and a white like watermark after. That literally makes no sense, but you understand what I mean. Applying this super heavy. You should still see it on the skin because the purpose for me is to let it bake and sit and soak up into my skin. That way it really sets in all those oils. Going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip in dark brown, it is time to do those brows. I mentioned this in my last video, but eyebrows literally change the whole way your face looks. It could make it look slimmer, could make it look longer, could make it look chubbier. It is such an important step. I highly encourage looking up what arch and what look works for you. I don't change my natural eyebrow shape dramatically, but I do give myself a slightly higher arch because it does definitely slim down my face. Now that the brows are done and I'm done baking, I'm just going to use a fluffy brush to get rid of all that excess powder that didn't soak in, and then I'm going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Wow, I just realized Mia has forsaken me. There is my fake cat to replace her. Is that weird? Maybe. Okay, moving on. This blush I'm using right here is MAC Cosmetics blush in the shade Melba. Super light, a super natural pink, not too pigmented, just brings the perfect amount of brightness back. Sometimes I do prefer a much darker or more pronounced blush, but for this look, just going nice and natural, just bringing back some life. And now I'm going back with my Becca highlighter, and I'm going to highlight that cheekbone. Sister, yes, there she goes. Oh, baby, look at that, look at that. Now to brighten up and widen my small pea-sized eyes, I'm going in with this white eyeliner from my waterline to really just brighten up my eyes. Watch when I look up, it makes such a difference. Look at that. Whoa, that's crazy. What is this sorcery? Right here, I am defining that lower lash line with that dark color that I went in to define my crease, that dark, warm brown, and just defining that lower lash line like there's no tomorrow. Up. Yep, nope, that can't be sanitary. Utter defeat right there. Now for the third and last time, going in with that Becca highlighter into the inner corner of my eye. Again, all these little tools to help widen and brighten my eyes. Gonna curl these lashes before applying my Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. My go-to, my day one, my OG, my holy grail. So good. What's about to happen right here is every girl's nightmare. I was trying to be cute, and then, yep. I blinked and got black mascara on my concealer, but it's okay. Just a little touch up, a little extra work, and cover that baby right up. It is now time for the finishing touch, applying my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. So pretty, but doesn't smell as good as it looks. Shh. As I am finishing up this beautiful fall lipstick, now's the appropriate time to tell you that I made a rookie mistake and my camera died in the middle of me showing you guys the look. So here's a really awkward montage of photos of me showing you the finished product. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully will try out this fall look. Please give it a like and subscribe below, and I will see you in my next video.